Hi everyone, Dro here on bloXCentric again, and this guy up there is really cool. I mean, Halloween's long over, but it still looks very good. That's actually a shop that Jacques for Mail set up, and there are some really good deals, like a diamond for a stack of blaze rods, for example, or 2 diamonds for a stack of glowstone. So that's really cool. But what we're gonna do this episode is we're gonna work on our spawn house. At least we're gonna start working on that. So I've claimed the spot above the portal here. Let's go around here. And the rosebush scared me for a second. Now, the problem that I'm facing right now, before I haven't even started about thinking what it should be like, how am I gonna get up there? Because, I mean, you have several ways of doing that in Minecraft, with a piston elevator or ender pearls or whatever, but they don't really fit here. And the only thing that would fit are ladders, in my opinion. And I dislike ladders for some reason, because it's just like, it feels like you're making it a bit too simple for yourself. At least that's my opinion. So yeah, we have to see about that. The only other thing that could work perhaps would be making a stairway from here up here and into the wall a bit, and then come up inside the house. But I don't really know how that's gonna work out, so we have to see about that. And also another minor thing is, if you go down up here and glitch, damn it, that's wow. Whoa! Well, you hear it already. We have the iron golem cell right here, with the villagers below here, I guess. Which does bug me a bit, but well, we can turn the sound down as well. Like friendly creatures, I mean, you don't need to hear them really, do you? So anyway, I think about what I'm gonna do here, and once I've come up with something, I will be back. So I am not too overwhelmed by how it looks, and I actually tried for 2 hours, or even more than that, to make it look better, but I guess it's just a plain old staircase after all, right? Yeah, so this is basically all the room we have. I made 2 floors here. We may make another one, but I don't know if that's a bit too high. And in this direction we have the captain right here, so we can't extend it in this direction, and this direction is also a bit hard because we would have to terraform this whole chunk of dirt. And here's of course the stairs, so that gives us a bit of a limit here. We could push back this wall a bit. I need to see what I do there, but what I don't know now is out of which material, because I would have liked some wood, and out of the wood types I guess the birchwood would be the best, but then of course, you know, the captain has birchwood as well, so I don't think that will work too good. So now I'm thinking, ooh, I'm getting a bit of lag here. Now I'm thinking whether I should make it out of some dark wood and make some accents with the light wood, or with some jungle wood. I don't know about that. So I'll see you back in a bit. So I designed a little entrance here, and I think it looks quite nice. And I have to say something about the doors in a moment. So we have some windows here to look outside, and I think that's quite nice. We have a little balcony in the front here. Might bring that over 1 or 2 blocks. And I decided to go with the jungle wood just because it's a bit underused in my opinion, and its texture is actually quite nice. It's this kind of reddish color, I like that. And the only thing where you can find it is down there. So I thought, why not? Then the acacia log looks really good next to almost anything, and it was the only kind of log that fit in here, I believe. So I took that as well, and this birchwood, I don't know if I change that. I quite like it, but there might be better options. And for the roof, I don't really know if I'm gonna take the dark wood or this jungle wood again. So the problem with doors is that we can't use wooden doors because we have the iron golem farm over there, and if we add a wooden door here, it shifts the center of the village so that the iron golems don't spawn as effectively. And the issue with iron doors is you need to give them a redstone signal so that they open. The thing is, I mean, we can put a button here and take the signal from below and run it into this block, because that's the only block that is not transparent and can therefore be powered. So we need to wire it into that block here. The issue is we can't put a button here because if we take the redstone signal from above, from behind there, from here, or from here, it would be visible. We can't put a button here, obviously, because we have blocks next to it. And we can't put it here, and I mean, we can't put it here because it would be visible behind here. And I don't like to have it that far away. And terraforming this doesn't really help because it just looks ugly, I believe. So what I think I might do is put a redstone ore block here, and when we right click on that, then it begins to glow, and that gives a block update, and that can we use for opening the door. The only downside to this is that if it stops glowing, we would also have the door open for a short moment, but I guess we'll try that, and if we don't like it, we'll change that. And the good thing is we can also activate the bud switch by pressing this button, because redstone update is also a block update. So I'll do that now when I find a redstone block, actually, redstone ore block. And then I'll see you in a bit. So I have decided against the block update idea because it would have gotten really enormous here. Then the delay would have gotten really awful, and also, as I said, it would have activated twice. So there are some major disadvantages, as cool as that might be, so I decided against that. Fortunately, I managed to terraform it down here a bit so that if we put in this pressure plate here, the redstone wouldn't be visible from down there and from up here as well. And it works quite fast. So there's a 3-tick delay on that pressure plate and a 2-tick delay on that button here. And I used a really cool trick that some of you might not know. So let me just show you what it is. So the setup down below is pretty much this one. We have a input from one side and an input from the other side. Then we have a torch here because the only way to power blocks from below is by a torch, and you see the only block that can be powered here is this wood block down below, because glass blocks can't be powered and can't transmit any power. So we need to use that block. And the thing now is, if we just place the door, you see it's open by default, and if we press a button here, it's closed. So that's exactly what we don't want. So what you might think in order to solve this is just do something like this and place the door here and you see it works. But there's a much simpler solution. And that is just grab your axe, delete that door again, just place the door sideways, and you see, if you give power to one side, it opens. Very good, very good. Just as we want it to be. But before I end this episode, I want to say two things. The first one being Brindilo, who I pranked, the one over my head, basically, you know, this English flag. He has a reaction video to my prank, and there's a link to that on the screen and in the description. And if you haven't seen my video to that, I suggest you check that out as well. There's also a link to that. The second thing is bloXCentric now has a Google Plus community, so feel free to join us, hang out with us. If you're a content creator, feel free to even post your own stuff, like if you have redstone, some cool stuff, I don't know, some findings in the snapshot, particles flying from the ceiling. Yeah, I don't know, if you have a tutorial on game mechanics, all of that, some cool stuff that is useful for people, feel free to post it there. So there's a link to that as well, and I will say thank you very much for watching. See you guys next time.